Hi people, Chili here, and on this episode I look at the party rocker Andrew WK and his new album, Everybody is Partying. Does it rock the house, or should it be used to clear out a party? Oh, the tension. Let's have a look. Everybody Sins is first, and it's got a more metal sound compared to his best known tracks in the past. The pace is oddly slow for a first track as well. It's not quite the Sun pace, but it's not the quick energetic vibe that you would usually hear from Andrew. And the repetition of Everybody Sins almost is like the track is ominous and telling us a cautionary tale. And I don't know about you, but I didn't tune into this album for a grounded reality. I did it to tune out, and so far the opener hasn't done this. It's an okay song though. Babylon is next, and I hate to pick hairs, but if you were going to sing about Babylon, at least spell it fucking properly. If you can't see it, then it's spelled with an extra A instead of the Y. If it was meant as a pun, then he could have named the song Babylon. The intro sounds a lot like Old Times, but to be honest, as it progresses, it sounds a lot like Uprising by The Muse. It has the fuzz on bass lines and the keyboards along with his range of vocals that I'm actually impressed by. I didn't know he could hit this range in parts. A bit blown away by the last few lines. No One to Know follows, and it starts with a lone piano before a huge riff crashes in. It's a pretty epic opener, and at this point I am getting a space opera vibe. The lyrics are open to interpretation and could reflect spiritual or alien. With the brass backing, I feel it should be the latter, but due to the title of the album, I'm sure it's alluding to the first. Nice melodic guitar solo as well. Stay True to Your Heart is next, and is the ballad of the album, I guess you could say. Very skippable. Got Us Partying is an instrumental track, and this builds to nothing. Seriously, why is this track here? It doesn't blend with the next track, and that is I'm in Heaven. This vocal delivery sounds like ministry. Single word shouted, take me, take me. I don't get this track. It's just shouting repetitively to take me to heaven. Is this meant to be a rock opera now? I'm confused. Will I even get a resolution? Remember Your Path. A very grounding track. This seems to be about the problems in his marriage to Cherry Lily. It's a bitter song of betrayal and the problems they had. It doesn't make for easy listening. My Tower. If the last track was a slice of bitter, then this is the whole lemon. It's like a continuing song from the last that deals with the anger of depression of the relationship. Whereas the last track was about the realization of the two on different paths, this one spells it out and they will never see each other again. Once again, impressive vocals though. And then we blew apart. Okay, the Love Trilogy is closing here, I think. You see, there is a pun here. Blue. Get it? Instead of grew? Because it's accepting and the song is about sex, so, oh, you got it, whatever. Awesome. I guess me spelling it out wasn't necessary. Anyway, the joke is lost here. If it's trying to be serious, it just missed. I Made It. This is a nice song. It's simple but upbeat, and that is needed after the last few tracks. Pump this track up loud. This track feels like it could take the place of the tune in the Carlton ad of the guy dancing before the judges. Not Anymore is next, and this is another upbeat song. It's good. It follows a similar tune to the last song, however, the previous song did it better. Feels a bit of a copy-paste job. What to say, what to say, what to say. You know what? I'm actually impressed. Once in a generation, there is a frontman that becomes so prominent in their respective field, they are synonymous for that style. The 70s rock scene has Robert Plant, grunge has Kurt Cobain, and early 2000s Jackass movie soundtracks have Andrew WK. If I wanted a pump-up track, I would play We Want Fun, Party Hard, Ready to Die, one of those tracks. The problem was they were all very generic in a copy-paste kind of formula. Singing about partying or partying so hard that they will die, shouted out over a standard 4/4 drum beat at around 160 beats per minute to make it sound energetic, and add a few backing shouts. When I was younger, I always wanted to party with this band and the Jackass crew, knowing that it would be one of the craziest moments of my life. Moving forward, we have seen that now with Steve-O and Bam Margera. These are different times, and when I saw the album title, I wrote it off, dismissing it as a generic new Andrew WK album. I am very wrong, and I'm glad, because it was a bit one-dimensional if I'm being fair. It's good to see him experimenting in different areas, but there are issues. The album is a wild one. The first half feels like a space opera, and the second half seems to be about his divorce. And considering he is known for being a party anthem singer, then I can't take either seriously. Especially when there is a pun in the song title about your bitter relationship about coming together. If you are going to joke about it, at least make it over the top to fit your theme, like Bloodhound Gang does. I get it that we are growing up and growing up sucks, but to the casual fans who only know his earlier stuff, then this album won't win you over. I can appreciate his shift of style to go down a different path, as well as singing instead of yelling. I mean, we can't expect another party hard song at 70. I appreciate the change, but it's just not for me. On a side note, while going through the band's history lineup, I did notice points where there were 4 guitarists and even 2 bass players at one stage. I don't get this. I mean, it's not Iron Maiden or Dream Theater level of difficulty here. Overall, there aren't many highlights on this album for me, except I Made It, No One to Know, and maybe My Tower. I give the album a 4.5 out of 10. If God gives you lemons, you find a new God.